Efficiency is a very broad term. An economy is efficient when it's making the best use possible of its resources. Now, one way to be inefficient is to obtain less than the maximum combination of goods that are possible. That is, an economy is inefficient when it obtains a point inside of its production possibility frontier. For example, point D is inefficient. At point D, we produce 1,000 computers and 300 cars. But at point A, we can make 2,200 computers and 600 cars. We get more computers and more cars at A than at D. Well, since people want more, point A is obviously preferred to point D. That means that point D is inefficient. A production possibility can also illustrate growth in an economy. The curve that we have here, the blue line, shows the amount of computers and cars that can be produced with given resources and given technology. Shifts of the production possibility frontier out and to the right illustrates growth in the economy. And the economy can grow really one of two ways. It can obtain more resources, or it can get better technology. Suppose, for instance, that we obtain more resources. If we have more resources, we can put them to use to produce computers, or we can put them to produce cars, or some combination. With more resources, the production possibility frontier would shift out from the blue line to something like the red line. The production possibility frontier would also shift out if new technology or an improvement in resources increases the productivity of those resources. How could, you might ask, how could resources improve? Well, suppose that the workers go to college and learn how to produce cars and computers even better. That'd be an improvement in resources, and as a result, we could produce more cars and more computers. We could move from point A up closer to point C. Now, the production possibility can also shift inward. For example, suppose that a flood ruins some factories. If we lose some resources because of a flood, let's change that. Let's make it blue. We would then, oh, I can make it blue. Let's make it purple. There we go. If we lose some resources because of a flood, we wouldn't be able to produce as much stuff as before, and the production possibility frontier would shift in and to the left. And we'd get something like the new purple frontier. The frontier would also shift into the left if firms have to quit using the current technology because it creates too much pollution. From the firm's perspective, they'd have to go from using the best technology to whatever the second best technology is.